But this is on Twitter from My Time to Shine Hello, one of our favorite scoopers. Well, some people's favorite scoopers. Some people say it's Grace Randolph. I don't know.
I
Uh,
don't think
but
that's true.
yeah, no. But
From what I heard,
that's the most consistent rumor about a rumor
yeah,
a scooper.
the rumor I heard at least is that she works, or at least she either currently works or used to work at a Marvel storyboarding department.
Yeah. But
So
according to My Time to Shine Hello, Hugh Jackman reportedly told Marvel to know he's up for Secret Wars, but only if he could share the screen with Toby and Robert Downey Jr. Now, before we think this, see if what you and what the audience thinks, if this is if this is a credible rumor. I know it's still take with a grain of salt. Do you think this is possible?
oh yeah, 100%.
Do you? I mean, also,
I
I
don't
mean,
think it's not
story
only.
wise possibility, but also with the actors. Do you think they would all come back for this?
Yeah, I think they would. I I honestly, like, if I'm constructing Secret Wars, I'm getting everybody that I could possibly bring back to come into this movie. Everybody, like, this, like, Secret Wars needs to be like the biggest event possible, and I think you do that by like getting quite literally everybody imaginable.
Hmm. So I think it's possible, both in story wise. You think as well, right?
Yeah, I think that's where we're heading. I mean, the Secret Wars comic and all that, it's all about the multiverse and all that. I think, yeah, it's got to be a culmination, you know.
Oh man, what an exciting time to enjoy superhero movies. I really do feel optimistic about the future of superhero movies after this last year. I think the industry's got the picture. I think it's not it's the movie industry and the TV show and streaming is not the comic book industry. The great things about comics is every character gets a comic, right? But
Yeah, and I think,
it
I
just
don't think.
doesn't you can't have a cinematic universe that way though either. Even though you really could like characters, it'll keep them more special if they're parts. And like I know some people really want the Incredible Hulk with Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, that would be cool in the future, but I
They
think
got to
he's
fix
getting
his
well
character
served.
first.
I think he's getting well served in the actual movies though, don't you think?
I mean, like, he's stuck as Professor Hulk right now, and that's kind of getting boring. Like, I need something
Kelly,
different.
come here,
Like,
Kelly.
like
Now, so we already covered if we think this is possible story wise and actors. Do you think this is uh, on the rumor scale of possibilities? Do you think this is a more credible rumor or kind of like My Time to Shine Hello just threw this out there without any actual?
I mean, this has been a rumor for like forever now because Secret Wars is going to be the movie that just like, I think it's meant to be the culmination of like all of Marvel's cinematic and television history up until that point, and then once Secret Wars ends, you like reboot or soft reboot the MCU and you start fresh, like with like focusing on the new characters in the X Men.
Hmm.
That's always been like the safest bet, I feel like, for it. Like, I just feel like that's the direction they're going in, you know. Um, like, I would legitimately be shocked if like Hugh Jackman and Toby and Andrew and Robert, like, I'd be shocked if none of those guys were in this movie. Like, even if it's just like a 5 minute role, like a 5 minute scene, like, there's no way they're not in this movie in some capacity. But this movie is so far off anyway. Like, I don't even know when this movie's supposed to come out.
Hmm. Well, I think honestly, after Deadpool 3, I think things are going to be moving faster than you think. I think Deadpool 3 also with Deadpool 3, we know we're going to be dealing with different versions of characters. Um, do you um, do you think that the things that happen in Deadpool 3 are actually going to change the whole MCU?
I don't think it's going to change the whole MCU, but I think it'll most likely, if I were betting on it, I would say like the events of Deadpool 3 are going to connect right to Secret Wars. Like, it's kind of like the lead into that movie, you know. I feel like it's going to establish things that are going to be important moving forward for like that storyline. Like I actually do think it'll move the MCU storyline further, so we got a clear direction of where things are going a little bit.
But like, are they going to be isolated to this movie and they won't impact the other stuff, or do you? I'm curious as to see if it's going, if it's going to things that happen there are going to actually stay. The things that are changed within the Deadpool movie are going to change the MCU for good.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not for sure, but
I'm
I
really
think it is
curious.
going to be an important movie for like the ongoing story.
I just wonder how far they're going to. I know it's going to be fun, but I just this could be like the sort of like the prequel movie to this, right? If they really, if things in Deadpool 3 impact the whole MCU, that could be the prequel movie to this happening.
Yeah, I think that's what it's setting up. I think Deadpool 3, like I said, it's the directly like I think it's going to establish what Secret Wars is going to look like.
The
So
Grassy is saying Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Scarlet Steels were done ages ago.
yeah, I wouldn't be
Um,
shocked if they all came back just for like this one movie one more time. You know,
Wesley Snipes should be in it. He started the whole thing.
I would like to see Wesley Snipes come back. I don't know if they'd ever do that though.
Okay, OG Avengers will return.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. I would say like I'm pretty yeah that has to happen. I mean you have to have them back one more time
Yeah.
for this kind of movie.
I was gonna see what else is on my Twitter, and then we'll do some mailbag. This is interesting. What is?
Mega and the
Let me actually play this from